Good morning, folks. My name is Chris, C-H-R-S, Heisler, H-E-I-S-L-E-R, President and founder of the United States Honor Flag and the Honor Network. In just a few moments, Sheriff Jody's going to come out and speak to you, take a few questions. In the meantime, I've got information on what the funeral is going to look like. So officially, July 8th, 2022, services and public visitation will be held at the University of Montevallo at the Student Activity Center, 61 College Drive. Visitation will start for the public at 9 a.m. and continue on until 11:15 a.m. Funeral and memorial services will follow immediately after at 12 p.m. to 1:30. We'll have a procession that will start from the university and come through Centerville. We're going to have that map and display sent out to you folks here later this afternoon. We'd like to ask that the community participate in that as much as possible. We'll have some paths, sidewalks, and suggested areas where they can line up. We will be coming right through downtown Centerville, right through here, so they can participate in honoring Brad, a true American hero. So until the sheriff gets out here, he's going to be out in just a moment. One of the things I want to make sure folks understand, not just here in this community, but Brad was a hero, and he's going to give that honor as a hero. You know, it's men and women around the nation who protect our citizens, our community, from people that have. I was looking at the criminal record for this one individual. I won't even say his name, but it's pages and pages and pages of criminal history. Here's a man that was out on the streets, endangering the people of this community, and unfortunately, it took one of our heroes away from us. So we're going to give him the honor. But men like this, who took his life, should not be on the streets. So I'd encourage our folks around the country to, we talk about legislation and gun control and things like that. It's not gun control, it's criminal control. Because criminals, I guarantee you, no matter what laws you put on books, they are not going to obey the laws. We wouldn't have police officers if it wasn't for the laws that they have to enforce. So when people take their lives aggressively, these law enforcement heroes are going to come fight without any hesitation. So until the sheriff gets out here, I have a sheet for you folks for funeral services, if you would like it. We're going to ask that most of the traffic on the internet go to the funeral home so we can keep the server safe here. But I'd like to get this passed out. Will you help me out here, sir? Can we pass this out? Just give me a minute and we'll have the sheriff come out. Good morning. I'm Sheriff Jody of Bibb County. I appreciate all of y'all coming to help us get this information out about Brad and what's going on, what's happened up until this point. I want you to know it's been a tough few days for this entire family. All my guys, they're emotionally, physically worn out. We've had agencies from all around the state come and volunteer to help us with our calls. I told my guys, go home and get some rest. Their answer was no. We've got to keep up the fight. That's how we honor Brad. We keep up the fight. We're still here. This department is still running. We are still taking care of business, protecting the citizens of Bibb County. My message is to all our law enforcement, family, and first responders here throughout the United States. Keep up the fight. Brad was a hero. I know a lot of times people throw that term around loosely. Hero. This is the true definition of a hero. As his last service to his community, he was able to help people through organ donations to continue to save lives. I'm proud of all of his accomplishments and this last one as well. There's somebody out there now with the heart of a hero beating in their chest because of his final sacrifice by he and his family. We continue to pray for the family and keep them in our thoughts. They've been very strong. You've got to be strong enough to bend with the family and our family. We bent on bended knees, thanking God for his service and continue to pray for him and law enforcement throughout this country. We appreciate all these brave men and women that serve us and protect us. And they are all heroes. There's so many people that I would like to thank, and we don't have time. I've had people call from all over the country. People who volunteered to come from way outside our state to assist us get through this grieving process, to honor Brad as much as possible. The way Aaliyah has stepped up and done everything they could to assist us and be there for us. We worked hard. We cussed and cried together. I'd like to thank our Representative Russell Betso. He is also the jail commander of Shelby County. They're taking care of housing this animal for us until we can get him put down. I'd be glad to take any questions any of you may have. Sir?
Sheriff, first of all, thank you kindly for doing this. What is the latest on Brad's service goals? Where is he assigned to another deputy? What is the protocol for something like this?
Right now, we're just making sure that his partner, Jody, is being cared for. Jody is in the home where he lives, as canines normally live with their handlers. He's around people he knows, people he trusts, people that love him, and people that are there caring for him. Never seen a dog grieve. It's been heartbreaking. He's no longer himself. More likely than not, we're going to allow him to retire, because I don't think in his emotional state, in this grieving process that I've seen him go through, that he's going to be able to go. He too wants to keep up the fight. When he sees a patrol car, he wants to get in it. He's ready to go. When he's home, he's happy. When he sees a uniform, he's ready to go to work.
Typically, when a law enforcement person and a partner, if you will, they become very close. Describe what that partnership was like between Brad and his partner.
Like law enforcement throughout the country, like with our department, we're family. We go to each other's homes. We hang out on the weekends. We do all these things together. And with canine handlers, especially here, they live with the family. They live with the handler. They become a family member. And they're with them 24 hours a day, caring for them. They go to work together, they eat together, and they sleep together. So they had a very close relationship. It's like a four-legged friend.
Sheriff Wade, if you'll talk about Deputy Johnson's work in this community. He went to a lot of events with his dog and was around community members. What did he mean to this community?
There's no way I can express what he meant to this community. I told you he had the heart of a hero. He had the heart of a servant. Anytime we were going to do a program at the school, he would call me. Can I come show the dog? He would go sit with the children across the road to get picked up from the car rider line with Bodie and talk to him. Brad became interested in law enforcement because of the influence that a school resource officer had over him when he was in high school. That led him to this service. We're in the process of getting school resource officers, with partnership with the Board of Education to put in the schools. First called Brad. He wanted it. Like, Brad, you've made over 700 cases with this dog. I need you out there. He said, can I at least be over it? And I'll still do my job, and I'll do the SRO for free. He truly had the heart of a servant. He meant a lot to this community, and he meant a lot to us. He's more than a co-worker. He's family.
How's Mr. Poole doing?
Chris is holding up better than I would expect. He is still recovering from his gunshot wound. He's been strong. He's ready to come back to work. I tried to tell him, stay home, recuperate, relax. He's up here every day. When my guys are out working, they're working. When they're off, they're here. Sheriff John Sheridan of Chilton County has provided us with his deputies to assist us, to help to catch the calls, to stand by these guys,
as they're getting through this crisis themselves, just to partner with us. And I'm thankful to that agency as well for all the assistance we got statewide.
Sir, personally, how are you holding on?
I'm good. I'm mad. I hurt. Now's not the time. We got to take care of Brad. And that's our focus right now. We'll breathe later.
Sheriff, when's the last time y'all have gone through this? Has it been decades, or do you recall the other time it was the Bibb County Sheriff's Department lost somebody?
This is the first time I've had to deal with anything like this as sheriff. I've been sheriff since 2016. I do hope I never have to do this again. It's so overwhelming. Nothing that you can understand or prepare for. When Chris called me and asked if I needed any assistance, if he could come and do anything, I'm like, no, I'll call you if I need anything. I've got this. He said, okay, I'll see you Monday. I was glad to see you Monday. He, along with Aaliyah, has been incredible. And I appreciate them very much. And Trooper's pride.
How old is the dog?
He is 9. Yes. And of course, he was 2 when we got him, and he's been in service coming up on 7 years. So he's done a tremendous job, and he'll well earn the retirement we're going to give him.
Sheriff, we've heard about the funeral arrangements for Deputy Johnson. What do you want to say to the community about encouraging them to come out and be a part of that?
Well, like I say, Brad was ours, but he was everybody's. They have a right to show their respect in the way that they feel fit, the way they feel is going to best honor Brad. I'm sure this procession is going to be incredibly long. It's going to be standing room only. I would just say we're going to have to block down 25 coming here for the procession. I think that would give people opportunity to find a safe place to pull off. Pay their last respects as he passes.
Sheriff Wade, could you give the public some information on anybody that might want to contribute to the memorial fund that's going through your department? Can you give us the information about that?
Correct. Any of the funds that they want to donate for Chris or Brad, you can donate through our county commission office at 157 SW Davidson Drive. Our county administrator has been instrumental in making sure that those funds are set up and there is an account set up that is going to make sure that the funds go where they need to go and the family's taken care of with the donations that we're receiving, and they've been many. Yes, our Sheriff Department Facebook page, you can go on there and that has the information that you'll be able to look at and know how to get to the bank that we've got set up or in our office.
Sheriff, during this ordeal so far, to you personally, as a sheriff, what has been the most difficult part for you? Whether receiving that initial call, spending time with the family, what has been the most difficult part?
It's all been difficult. I would say the most difficult thing for me personally is I couldn't get the guy before he got to the woods. It's been difficult on everybody. And everybody has really stepped up, and I appreciate you very much. This is a horrible process. I hope no one else has to go through it. But my guys are hurt. But they're still fighting.
You publicly thanked other law enforcement types at the time. I know you're not surprised by that, but did you learn something from the process of this kind of thing?
I guess I would learn that you are your brother's keeper. Law enforcement is brotherhood. First responders are brotherhood. And when one goes down, everybody steps up. I can't thank them enough. That's what families do. And that's what our law enforcement family has done. I apologize. I do not want to cut you short. We've still got a lot to do. We need to get back to work. I thank you very much. I thank y'all for helping us get the information out.
and giving the community the answers that they really deserve, that they haven't been able to get. Thank you for your time. So yesterday afternoon, the United States Honor Flag arrived, and it will stay with Brad up until his interment on Friday. This is the same American flag that unfortunately was just in Alabama a few weeks ago for Father's Day weekend for a Mississippi officer that was brought home to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Same flag that's been to over 1,000 funerals for fallen police officers, firefighters, and soldiers, even on the last space shuttle, the International Space Station, well over millions and millions of miles. But I think the most important milestone is always the last milestone. And bringing it here for you, Sheriff, and for your fallen hero was the least that we could do. So it's with him right now, and we'll stay with him until Friday late afternoon. So the Sheriff's got his Facebook page with plenty of information on there. Information on the funeral home was posted given to you folks. If you want to share that link, the dates and times and the route information will be also on the Sheriff's Facebook page, and we'll get a procession with a map on there. Will be available later on this afternoon. So if that's it, I think we're done. If you have any more questions. All right, thanks, folks. Thank you.
Thank you.